Good morning, everyone. Nutmeg here. It is Friday, February 9th, 2024, just coming on 8 a.m. and the sun is just starting to peek up above the houses just behind there. Today I wanted to do a little new moon ritual. Today at 5:58 p.m. the Aquarius new moon is occurring. It's a super moon, very, very, very powerful. This is a great time to come out of your shell, my fellow nuts, and to manifest abundantly and to enjoy the unique side of your nature. So I thought it only best to come back to my little in-bulk teepee-like structure here to do my little altar. I did, of course, have to do a makeshift altar, and altars are all about how you want to make them. I myself prefer to use the elements as a nature lover. So this is my little altar here. So the candle to represent fire. I've got a little thing of water here for water. I've got, the sage, the clearing of the mind, to represent the clearing of the mind. So I'm just going to light that up and clear everything up here. This is one of the shadow sides of Aquarian energy because it's of air element, is the fact that they can think too much. So let's just clear that out, clear out all that overthinking. Clean the energy from the altar. And then, of course, to represent spirit, I've got the pine cones. The pine cones, of course, is representative of the pineal gland, and that is the human being's connection to spirit. I've got my moon Lemurian quartz because it's a moon ritual. And because it's Aquarius, I've got a little amethyst angel here. The amethyst is the Aquarius birthstone, and I've got a large piece of amethyst right here. So that's my altar. Now the first thing that you want to do is clear your own energy, because in order to set your intentions properly, you want to make sure that your mind is clear. So the first thing that we want to do is work on our breathing. So there's many ways that you can work with your breath, but think of it in terms, if we are microcosms to the macrocosms, the new moon is like a deep breath in, and 2 weeks later, when the full moon comes, it's like the exhale of a human being. So what we're doing with the new moon is we're pulling in new energy into our lungs. And one of the easiest ways that I do it, if you're not too stressed and you can do it with me, is an inhale with a second little inhale and an audible exhale. And you have to consciously think of the fact that you're bringing in new energy, exhaling that which doesn't serve you, so that you can make space, just like the new moon in the sky. So you can do it with me. Practice here. Inhale, and again, and exhale audibly. Yes, I'm in the middle of the forest doing that, so you can do it too. It feels quite good, and do it a couple of times until you feel that you're fairly grounded. Now, the next thing you want to do is make sure that your feet are grounded on the floor wherever possible. Try to ensure you don't have rubber soles on your slippers or your shoes, because that doesn't allow your grounding to occur. You want to be in bare socks. I know I'm probably going to be the only one who's freakish enough to be outside and doing it, but I'm going to first fall and then I'm just going to show you as I'm sitting here, I've got my little socks on some branches here so that I can ground. And you want to continue breathing and ground. You want to pull in that new energy, because that's the energy you want to work with when you're setting your new intentions. The other thing I have here is a Tibetan bowl. I'm going to try and play just a little sound for you. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a short of just full Tibetan bowl playing, so that can hopefully help you relax and get into your intention setting frequency. So I'll upload that as well. So if you need some additional help, you can play that. It should play on repeat so that you can just get that energy. But for right now, let us just clear some energy. I don't know if it'll work in the cold. Deep breath in, second breath, and release. Deep breath in, second breath, and audible release. Deep breath in, second breath, and audible release. There you go. Excellent. Good job. Now, usually your intentions, you do want to keep them somewhat private between you and spirit, but for the sake of doing this, I'm going to share some of my intentions with you. Now, when the new moon is in Aquarius, you want to focus a little bit on the Aquarian energy because it's at its most powerful. This is an incredible time for Aquarian energy. So, we want to remember that the Aquarian energy is all about the mind. They are the air element, and they're authentic selves. What they crave is freedom. They want to be their authentic selves. They crave to see the unknown. They want the truth. They won't settle for anything less. They are so unique and can be eccentric with their ways, and just an absolute joy to be around. I love the Aquarian energy. I'm not Aquarius myself, but I have Venus and Mercury in Aquarius, and we do have 2 more planets moving into Aquarius this coming week. Venus for sure, and Mars. I'll have to double check the dates on those, but they are coming in the next 7 days. And also with Pluto, which recently came in after a long span in Capricorn, has going to be going in and out of Capricorn and Aquarius for the next year, but then we're in a 20-year spiel of Pluto in Aquarius. So very powerful Aquarian energy, and I really feel that it is because Aquarian energy so promotes the healing of the light worker, because we are such individuals. We all have to go on a journey that basically, effectively, we have to learn to love ourselves as we are, make the improvements, heal as we require, but then we have to come into our own powerful energy, and that is so much Aquarian. Now, of course, with any light, there is shadow. And so if you're having a difficult time right now mentally, that's likely the Aquarian energy. And I would ask that you just hold tight, because it can bring things up that you need to clear out. So you're not being punished, you're not doing anything wrong. But again, in the shadow aspect, it overthinks. It thinks too much about everything. It thinks negatively about everything. And when you think negatively, negative frequency is going to attach to you. So just be wary of that. If you're having trouble with connection right now as well, that's also a shadow side of Aquarius, because you're so used to your freedom and being a loner that you forget that part of our journey here is to connect. We all are one. There's one us, and so what we need in the human experience, as uncomfortable as it can be for some of us light workers, introverts, and those that have gone through a lot of trauma, is to connect. So setting new moon intentions, you want to keep these kinds of things in mind, and anything that you can use to create the new with this new moon using the Aquarian energy will be to your advantage. So for me, just doing this video is amazing Aquarian energy, because I've stepped into my little nutmeg power here, and I'm learning to have the courage to use my voice. One of the other things I intend to do is to turn the camera around so that people can see who Nutmeg is. I want to learn so much more. Aquarian energy is so good for learning, and especially learning new things. So that thing that you've had on your mind that you've always wanted to do, but you just haven't made the time, see if you can make the time to get it started now. Really, really great opportunity. The other thing I just need to do is connect with my friends. I've isolated myself a little bit too much during the winter, and I need to have that connection. So I need to get out of my comfort loner zone and connect with the people in my life that I love and that are so good to me, to let them know that I love them. And then for us as a collective, I set the intention that we may find the love within ourselves that we lack from the outside world, that we may love the fact that we are unique individuals and that we are all experiencing consciousness in our own special way. We're all delivering energy back to source to help source learn about its own power within ourselves, which means your perspective, your thoughts, your views are just as important as everybody else's, and we need you. And I know it's uncomfortable, and when you're ready, you have to go through the process, but just please keep working hard to be the best version of yourself. Know that this world needs you. I'm so happy to be finally doing this, and I really appreciate all the support that I've got. I never thought anyone would look at my videos. I know I know it's not a lot, but I really appreciate anyone who's taken the time to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And if there's questions or concerns that you have or things that you'd like to see, feel free to put it in the comments as well. I am just developing this channel. I don't really have a plan. I've asked Spirit to guide me. Again, that of course was one of my intentions, but definitely ask Spirit to guide me. What can I do to make this world a better place? And I think eventually I'm going to break down the ritual a little bit more clearly. I had spontaneously said the other day that I was going to do a video, and I had not done any planning on the video. So there can be so many different ways that you can set intentions, and I think in the future I will break it down just a little bit more piece by piece. But for now, I just want to wish you a very happy new moon in Aquarius, and happy new year for all of my Chinese friends, or all of my friends that celebrate the Chinese New Year. Happy wood dragon year. I'm a fire dragon myself, so I really hope that the synchronicity of the dragon coming up will assist me in having steps to boldly go beyond where I've ever gone before. So don't want to make this video too long. If you need it, please go check out the video I'll upload of the Tibetan bowl just playing to help you get into a higher frequency. I love you, my fellow nuts. Please set your intentions. We need you. I love you. This is Nutmeg signing off.